Welcome to Truckin Around. I'm Nick Cody, and this is ex-AFLW player, hockey-roo, and absolute legend, Georgie Parker.
Thanks, Nick.
No worries, mate. Speaking of absolute legends, here we are today with the mighty Freightliner Cascadia.
The Cascadia's already been a huge success in the USA for Daimler Truck, but to bring it here, Freightliner has spent over $100 million and had over 1 million kilometres of testing.
That's right. Not only are these rigs good to look at, they have also been engineered and built to perfection.
The Cascadia sets new benchmarks for driver experience, safety, connectivity, uptime, quality, and fuel efficiency, all to reduce the real cost of ownership.
All right, that is a heap of info, but what does it mean when you're on the road?
Well, to make sure that these guys can keep up with all of the challenges on the road that you might face while keeping the country moving, we're going to put these guys to the test.
Me, who drives a dad wagon.
And me, who drives a 6-cylinder SUV. But to help us out, we're going to get some people who actually know what they're talking about. And who knows, we might become fully fledged truckers by the end of it.
Yes, let's get trucking.
The new Freightliner Cascadia has been winning fans from owners to drivers since it launched here. So I'm going to be chatting to someone in the know about why it's been such a big hit. Hi, Paul. Thanks for joining us. You were part of the design team that helped launch this bad boy. You must be absolutely thrilled with how it turned out.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier. This truck has come such a long way from our previous models, and our customers are loving it. Let's have a look.
Wow, Paul, this is awesome. It's less like a truck and more like the cabin of a private jet. You can just tell that it's been co-designed by Boeing, but what's it like to drive?
It's fantastic. It's really been designed around the driver. The actual dash layout, the ease of access to the switches, everything's an easy reach. The steering wheel's in the right place. It's just fantastic.
Let's take this out for a spin.
Let's go.
Paul, I've not been in many trucks, but this is way comfier, way more roomy, and way quieter than I was expecting. I could probably do one of my TV shows from in here.
Yeah, Freightliner's done a great job with the installation of the truck. You know, from the steel reinforced tunnel over the engine that keeps everything nice and rigid and tight, to the full insulation from the doors right around the whole cabin and the floor.
You've got the USB connectivity, you've got Bluetooth as well, and it all looks really accessible there with those touch screens.
Yeah, all the controls are on your steering wheel. It's just so easy to use. Hands on the wheel at all times.
Hey, you two. It's tea break time. Get back here. I've got a surprise for you. All right, legends, it's tea break time, but obviously we're putting the Cascadia to the test, so I want to make it a little more interesting. Right here, cup of boiling water. On the back of that bad boy, a tea bag. Reckon you can make it work?
You're on, Nick.
Yeah, let's go.
Done.
Let's go, Paul! I'd love my cuppa! Yes, go, Paul! Keep going back! Straighten up. Yes, yes, yes! Nearly there, nearly there! I just knew he could do it. Oh, well done, Paul. I deserve this cup after all of your hard work, but no better place to enjoy it than this really roomy cab.
Yeah, Freightliner has done a fantastic job with building these trucks, and the sleepers are just tremendous. You know, the amount of room you've got, they're looking after the driver, and it's all about fatigue management. You know, the drivers spend 12 hours or more on duty, and when they need a rest, what better place? It's a really comfortable bed. You've got a TV, the microwave, a fridge, DC outlets everywhere to charge your phone. It couldn't be better in here.
And so obviously a better, safer environment for them to sleep in means a better, safer environment to the drive in.
Absolutely. It's all about safety, looking after everyone else on the road.
Well, it's bigger than my apartment. I might just settle in and have a little relaxed time.
Well, that's one cuppa done. Where's mine?
I'm back in the cab with Paul from Freightliner, and we're going to learn about the advanced safety features that come as standard in the new Cascadia. Let's take it for a ride, Paul.
The design of the Cascadia is really about safety. Look at the hood and the windscreen. I've got really clear vision in front of me.
So how does a Cascadia mitigate any kind of accidents that can happen on the road?
Well, it's got a number of functions. One of them is a lane departure warning, so it'll alert the driver if he's starting to drift out of his lane. There's a side guard assist, so what it'll do is it'll alert me if there's a car coming up that left-hand side, that blind spot, and it'll tell me to have a look in my mirrors and just check what's going on.
What about anything you can do with the speed or the brakes?
Yeah, so we've got a cruise control, which is advanced, so it automatically adjusts the speed depending on the vehicle that you're following. So if I come up behind a slow-moving vehicle, it'll reduce my speed to keep that nice distance. So
without using anything on your brake, it's all doing it by itself?
It's all doing it by itself.
So how does it know that there's a car in front of it?
It's got a radar and a high-definition camera, so it uses both. And between the two, it's looking at 3 lanes ahead.
It knows exactly where everyone is.
Absolutely. We've got ABA, which is an autonomous braking. It can do a partial brake, so if something pulls out in front of me, it'll slow the truck down, but if something stopped in front of me, I can actually go into a full emergency brake without touching the brake pedal. And it's monitoring 200 objects a second. This slow-moving caravan in front of me, if they suddenly do something, you know, abrupt, the truck's going to take over and really take control of the situation, so...
Oh, my goodness.
It's all right, you'll be fine. Like that?
You didn't even put your foot on the brake.
My feet are on the floor.
Oh, my goodness. That's incredible, Paul. Oh, my goodness.
We just saved their life.
Oh.
That's a good reaction. I think you were like...
That is quite incredible.
You trust me now?
Yeah, absolutely.
What did I miss?
With the price of fuel a big issue for business owners, Freightliner has stopped at nothing to make the Cascadia a leader in fuel efficiency. Paul, I hear that the Freightliner Cascadia cuts through the wind like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, Georgie, the Cascadia is known as a slippery truck.
What do you mean, slippery truck?
Well, look at the shape of it. The hood, the roof, the mirrors, the fairings, everything's designed to be more fuel efficient.
So it's not just to look good?
No, it's all about aerodynamics.
Well, you too.
Yeah.
I'm all about reducing that excess friction. What do you reckon about a drag race?
Yeah, OK. What are the rules?
It's on right now.
You're driving.
Oh, all right.
Let's go, Georgie.
Let's go. Oh, foot to the ground, Paul. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, you can do
We
it.
can get him.
You got time.
He's got no chance up against
No.
this bad boy. Woo!
Yeah, you've got him, Georgie.
Woo! Yeah! Eat my dust, Nick. Yes, Paul, winners.
Way to go, Georgie.
It's all right, mate. There's always got to be a loser. Today it's you.
You had to have cheated. There's got to be some trickery under that hood.
Nick's not wrong. Daimler have gone to no ends to make the powertrain in this truck so efficient, the engine, the transmission, everything working in unison.
OK, Paul, but what does that actually mean?
Our customers are reporting up to $20,000 per year savings at the fuel pump.
20,000 buckaroonies. It's pretty fuel efficient.
All right, you two, that was the warm-up. Let's go.
Oh, you
Real
have got
race time.
absolutely no chance, Nick.
Now more than ever, having a trusted source of insights into your vehicle's performance is crucial to success in the transport industry. G'day, Paul, how are you?
Hey, Nick.
You going to tell us how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. Connectivity is the future. It's really giving the owners eyes on the road for their vehicles. They can see the performance of the vehicle and the driver. There's analytics, virtual technician, which is your fault reporting system, and there's also remote updates, so the owners can actually dial into the vehicles and make changes when they want.
Well, Georgie and I reckon we're starting to get the hang of this truck driving bizzo. You reckon you could grade our performances?
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Who do you reckon's going to win?
Well, it'll all be in here when we're finished.
I reckon you think I'll win. Come on.
Woo! He's got no chance.
So how does Detroit Connect work?
Well, through the platform, we're able to gather data from the vehicle during its daily trips, from harsh braking, analytics on fuel economy, driver performance, as well as the vehicle performance. So we score fuel efficiency and we score safety.
And how long does it take to get that data back to the owner?
The data is live, so as soon as the truck has finished its run, you do a key cycle and the actual data will be uploaded with that key cycle event. The other thing that we've got is what we call remote updates. We can actually change parameters with like a road speed limit on your vehicle.
I think you might have to make me speed up. Do you get bonus points if you go past a school bus and give it a little?
That's actually illegal.
Oh, is it?
Emergency use only.
Oh, okay.
So the other thing that we can do with remote updates is that factory can actually make changes to the vehicle. The driver will get a prompt and the truck will have a software update from the factory. So no more going into the workshop to have software updates and things like that done. So more time on the road. It's all about uptime.
How'd it go?
Not too bad, Nick. The data inside Detroit Connect never lies, and you got a little bit of room for improvement.
In which areas?
Well, your safety's good.
Great,
but your
that's all you want.
Fuel efficiency needs work. So you got a little bit of a lead foot.
Yeah.
You like to hit those corners hard, and your braking's a bit heavy.
They all sound like
Well,
positives.
the more important question, how did I do?
Well, the score at 90 out of 100, that's really good, Georgie, and a clear winner.
All right.
It's okay, mate. You
You
can't
drove
win
the-
everything.
You drove the red one,
That's
though.
all right. Let's go get you a nice
That is
dinner.
fast.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. I'll go
Yeah,
get
thanks,
him
Paul.
home. Come on, darling.
Thanks, mate.
It's okay. It's all right.
Unlike some of my stand-up comedy gigs, the Freightliner has been crafted to the highest standard. Now, Paul, you're a part of the team that invested $100 million into designing the Cascadia. What's the quality like?
Not only the investment, but the 1 million kilometres in testing here in Australia, that's what's made the quality.
Ooh, well, that's a lot of Ks, a lot of cash. What'd you get out of it?
Everything from the way in which the vehicle stood up to the rigorous conditions that we've put it through, it really goes to show that the amount of tooling in the factory and the assembly and the perfection on everything in the actual build has led to great quality.
Well, I do believe you and what you've said, but I think we have to check with some rival drivers for their thoughts on the Cascadia.
Go and have a look at the other
Have
side.
a look at that.
Good access handles on it. So there's plenty of room in here. Home away for home.
Yeah, plenty of leg room. No gear stick to dodge either.
No. I think even you can stand up in here, Roger. Seats comfy? Heaps of storage. Ironing board, mate.
Fridge.
You've got all your heating controls and plugs and microwave and light. Good vision. All the gauges and everything's nice and visible. Everything is on
Everything's
the
on
steering
there.
wheel. Yeah.
Make life easy. You'd get comfortable in here, wouldn't you?
Let's have a look on the outside and see what it does.
Okay, guys, so what do you think of the build quality?
It's a lot more solid than once upon a time.
Look, come a long way from our
Come a long
previous
way,
model.
yeah.
Yeah,
Come a long,
exactly.
long way.
If all the doors are closed and the windows are up,
Bounces.
the amount of vacuum in the kit, it just shows you how well sealed they are.
Yeah.
And I've got a few drivers out on the road. We've got 3 seal doors, okay? So you've got the seal on the actual frame.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a seal on the door. There's also a 3rd seal on the front. It stops the wind trying to open the top of the door up.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed out in the Outback, got a nice white cab and then brown.
Red dust.
And you really see the seal when they come back in town, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's pretty schmick. What do you reckon?
Pretty slick, yeah. Look, when you come from the FL80s and the FL112s, which is
probably what a lot of the main fleets I used to own. They've definitely come a long way from there. So buttons, you know, the dash, the round dash, the comfort of the seats, the quality of the steering wheel. You know, everything's reachable in the buttons, so it's all good, yeah.
What's the most important thing when you come into a cab? What's the first thing you look at?
Room. And especially seats.
Yeah,
Feels
they're comfy seats,
yeah.
aren't they?
Can really take somebody out on a date in one of these things.
Oh, buy me a drink first.
You can pick me up with one of these, I'll be happy.
Imagine that. Honk, honk.
Now, we all know that maximising uptime means maximising profits. But Paul, what has Freightliner done to help improve uptime with the Cascadia?
The Cascadia, Nick, was being built from the ground up to its core to maximise uptime. It spends more time on the road and it reduces the real cost of ownership.
You want to show us how easy it is to pop this thing open?
We can unlatch this hood with one
Let's do
hand.
it. Would have taken me two.
Everything's been designed around the engine and the accessibility to make the technician's time easier. Less time in the workshop, more time on the road, making you money.
Beautiful. Now, I don't want to say I know too much about trucks, but what is the red stuff?
The red stuff is part of our coolant. The yellow points are our inspection points. Everything's visual. It's very easy to identify what's going on. One thing that's really important to know is that we've doubled our oil interval change time. So we've actually extended it over the previous model.
That's great.
Yeah, and one of the big important part about maximising the uptime is that the virtual technician gathers data from the engine, sends it back to Detroit Connect, where we can analyse the information so we know what's happening before the vehicle even arrives at the workshop.
Incredible.
Nick, even the best vehicles on the road always need a bit of maintenance. We've got a bit of a challenge for you. Up for it?
Between Georgie and I,
Yep.
I'll have a crack.
Excellent.
All right, Parker, this one's mine.
Cody, please. Thought so.
Here we are with the Freightliner Tyre Challenge. Team Parker ready?
Yep.
Team Cody ready? Let's go! I think Parker's in the lead.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't forget to put the wheel back on.
Off
And
and on. You see that, Paul? They didn't even take the tyre off. Oh.
Did you take that off?
Yeah.
come on, Georgie, beat these clouds. They got nothing on you. Nothing. They're weak. Come on, mate. Almost there. Don't forget the one up.
Woo!
Thank you.
We have a clear winner.
Thank you.
For the team that didn't cheat.
Hey.
Well done, Parker.
Oh, you are kidding.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all my supporters for being here today, my sponsors.
Play the music.
Mum, Dad, thank you for always believing in me. Chris, the support team being there for me from the get-go today.
Well, there you have it, folks. We've put the mighty Freightliner Cascadia to the test, and it's come out on top.
It's the best North American truck that you can buy.
And if you don't believe us, these things are driving themselves out the door. So what you can do is hop on the Freightliner website and check out what other Cascadia customers have had to say.
And don't forget the Freightliner driver training program,
Available to all Cascadia owners.
where you can learn about this vehicle's capabilities in detail. And now that we're clued up on the Cascadia, we thought we might start our own trucking business.
That's right, legend. If you need anything lifted and shifted halfway across the globe, well, Perth to Melbourne,
Same thing.
pretty much, give Cody Parker Haulage a yell or a bell.
No. I was more thinking Parker Cody. Much better.
Let's wreck the tattoo I got. But that does match the blue cap,
Jumped
so
the gun a little bit there.
good call.
Yeah.
I've got 1,000 stubby holders, mate.